Another insta-techies ban, a silencer ban. They don't want to see that again.
No, I cannot blame them. I cannot blame them. That
is a justifiable. That is a justifiable pick ban.
Yeah, that's
sure.
Randy would call this a respect ban, and I'm definitely inclined to agree.
Now we're seeing a techies and a disruptor pick further bans to start with, actually.
I got a theory on this one. PVC Pipe is a big player in this league. He has been with these guys for a while now. He's been with them since early seasons. So at this point, he's sort of like a seasoned mentor, right? We also got a Lifestealer ban. They don't want to see that either. I would guess it's probably just as simple as he's very well known for techies and disruptor, and they don't want to see him on it.
Got another lion.
Yep, lion. First pick.
All right, rolling it back.
Yep.
Very, very bold pick.
It is very bold, but I think Rosh Ryders have something going for them here. They've given some thought into what happened to them last round. Yeah. And Mirana. Ooh. Pudge and Mirana.
Alright, doubling up on the ranged initiate. I kind of like it, actually.
They want those picks, dude.
Either of those heroes can help set up for the other.
It's going to be a lot of magic damage to deal with, but on the other hand, that also means that there's going to be a lot of magic damage sort of centralized here. You know, Hook is pure, but, you know, everything else, you're going to have a lot of magic damage there.
Wow.
Tell me, Randy, what do you think they're going to pick to follow up the Lion? Because very obviously, our friends here over on Rosh Ryders, they are very much going for a strange setup, but that's intentional.
They'll pick a Mars.
Good guess.
Yeah, just in time, too. Another Mars pick, Mars with Lion. Not great.
Back a sub from the Mirana.
Yeah, not great chemistry between Lion and Mars as individual heroes, but you don't necessarily need them to have that great chemistry, I don't think, as long as the rest of the team does.
It's okay chemistry if you're using Arena for picks, because Lion can just, you know, stick someone in the mud, basically, and Mars can just finish them off.
And it's also a good chemistry pick if Lion ends up with Ags. He didn't last game. But if you get set Ags, you know, being in the arena and also having 900 magic damage on your head is really not a great combination of things. We also got another Ipka ban. Sorry to all the fans of Ursa in the audience tonight.
That's very sad.
Randy, I have good news for you.
Oh, yeah?
The captain of Nagas with Attitude has given you a shout out on this stream in this comment section.
A shout out?
Yeah, he gave you a shout out, dude. I don't know, he just likes Randy.
Oh, okay. Oh, thanks.
Good job, Randy. Congratulations.
Randall is the heart of the party, the liver, and maybe even the pancreas.
Maybe even the onions. We got another Ember Spirit ban. I can definitely see why Rosh Ryders are so big on getting rid of that Ember Spirit. The way they want to play the game, Ember Spirit is so antithetical towards that I cannot blame them. It is not a bad ban by any stretch of the imagination. Now, Willow Twisted Fantasy, theoretically anyway, because, you know, this is the last game of the series, Willow Twisted Fantasy could counteract that with a first pick on Ember Spirit, but you don't want to pick Ember Spirit first. You don't want to do that. It's not a good idea. So good hero to ban. We got a Monkey King ban by Twisted Fantasy Willow there. Very interesting. They
they had Monkey King last game, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They believe that what is good for the goose is not good for the gander. And it's hard to blame them for it. One thing you don't want to be fighting inside of an arena is a Monkey King ult. It is not great for you.
I guess they don't plan on picking it this game, so they just wanted to get rid of it.
Right. Yeah, it's a pick that can mess them up just as badly as it could go well with them. Got an Invoker ban. Another Slark ban.
Yep, same position as last game, I believe.
Yep. Very similar picks and bans so far. Very, very similar theming. The only difference is, of course, no Silencer here. Silencer was such a key player in the last round that it's going to be interesting to see how they pull it off without him, basically. I think there's a very good chance that Silencer ban alone could get Rosh Ryders on that sort of level, because Silencer was doing so much to them. I mean, like I said, everybody else is going really well too, but everybody else figured out building around the Silencer, figured out going with him, going around him. He had like 1 million stolen it by the end.
That man got an
So-
ultra kill, what can I tell you?
Got a Lena ban as well. Very interesting. I will say, the Lena ban, I don't know so much about. Might be specifically they just don't want to see Finger of Death and Laguna.
10 seconds.
Right.
remaining.
I don't know what
A combination you don't want to be on the receiving end of.
Right.
5 seconds remaining.
Or it could just simply be that they're thinking of Lena in terms of like just trying to like pick up Deso, get some range,
Dire
and
team pick.
harass.
Oh, Void Spirit.
Void Spirit walks into here. It's first appearance of the 3 spirits. That's I think that has a lot of potential for Rosh Ryders actually. The spirits are very good at dealing with the sort of you know, the sort of
10 seconds
like
remaining.
giant initiates that the that Willow Twisted Fantasy was
5
doing the last
seconds remaining.
round. So
Yeah.
so definitely a smart pick. They were definitely considering how the last round played and how it went when they made that pick.
Void Spirit is a very strange pick. He's relatively worked into Dota now, but I still feel that as what he brings to the table is indeed strangely unique.
By the way,
Now-
I am going to take this time to confirm that it is 1-0 in favor of Dark Willow Twisted Fantasy. Go on.
It is.
Dire team
Right. You see, Void Spirit. Ooh, Dazzle. Interesting choice.
So what big damaging core are they gonna try to keep alive with that Dazzle?
Radiant team pick.
Well, we might be about to find out.
Oof,
Phantom
Well,
Assassin.
I think that answered your question.
Immediately, yeah.
Phantom Assassin is a very blunt sort of character, right? Phantom Assassin is to Dota what bringing a giant hammer is to like a medieval battlefield. Like, nobody's going to be surprised by anything you do. You have no element of subtlety. But if you do it well, then nobody's going to be able to argue with it either, you know?
Right.
Dire team bad.
Got an axe popping up.
That
Axe is interesting.
As well be a very, how do I put this? Not required, but an appropriate counterpick towards any of Dazzle's shenanigans.
Yeah,
A little
he's,
bit towards
Right,
PA as
yeah.
well.
he's there for
Because this
death,
also
PA.
forces PA to hit one person that they want them to be hitting.
10 seconds
Right.
remaining.
Yeah, Axe can easily build in such a way that he can
5
really
seconds
punish
remaining.
PA trying to jump him. I do feel like, you know, if I was in the seat, personally, I would have tried to shut down, but this is definitely a strategy that could bear some fruit as well.
Radiant team bad.
No Drow Ranger, once again.
Drow ban.
Again, in the same position.
As I mentioned last time, Drow is a really good character for heroes that just kind of, you know, make an unsubtle, predictable entrance, and PA certainly fits that mold. You know, she does have Blink.
10
You know,
seconds
it's strange, but
remaining.
I almost predicted to see a ban, something along the lines of Anti-Mage, actually, or Medusa.
Anti-Mage or Medusa,
Yes,
you
sir.
could definitely
We
see
need
it.
we need a 1 on Rosh Ryders and a mid, I believe. On Willow.
Yeah, probably mid. That Willow, both teams are definitely no strangers to running unconventional mid. You might see Void Spirit actually go in
10
the safe
mid.
lane,
seconds remaining.
but
Something like that. Something wacky.
5 seconds remaining.
it's hard to call. It's hard to call. You could also have Mirana mid. Mirana could also be their mid, you know, because
Mirana's a
specific-
flex pick.
Yeah.
Mirana's what I like to call a flex pick. She can basically take anything as with anything. It doesn't matter. She can just do it.
I
right.
suspect that the last pix will answer our
Radiant
questions.
team bad.
Yeah, probably. Spectre going
Vector
down.
ban. That's honestly a very reasonable ban.
Well, Twisted Fantasy appears to think that they've got the one open on the other side, which isn't a bad guess. Certainly is not a bad guess.
10 seconds remaining.
You know, actually, I think I see a vulnerability in
5 seconds remaining.
in Willow's. How do I put this? Their team doesn't lack a consistent team fight winning series of
Dire
CC.
team pick.
They've got a lot on
Right.
Lion and a lot on Mars, but between Dazzle and PA, that's nada. Unless he takes that weird
Yeah.
turn everyone into pigs trait.
Yeah, the hex straight.
Yeah, most people do that. In
I think it's a
fairness.
shard.
Yeah, it's a shard.
Zag
Sniper
shard.
going down again, actually. Do not want to see Sniper. Sard to
10 seconds remaining.
well, not very
Yeah,
hard
he
to see
messes up.
why.
He messes up Blinks, which can mess up
5
X.
seconds remaining.
He messes up
Yes,
Blinks.
absolutely.
He can fight from outside the effective range of Void Spirit to make him choose between either fighting Sniper or the rest of his team. And he certainly can put himself into awkward positions that make him hard to hook or arrow. So he can, you know, Sniper is the quote-unquote noob hero of the game, but he definitely is not a pick to sleep on if you think you can get away with it. And this would be a situation where it wouldn't be bad, I think.
But point is moot. It hasn't been banned.
We got a prediction of Void 3, which is probably a while ago, in fairness.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
Over X?
Oh, I'm an idiot. He means Void Spirit 3. In my head, whenever I see
know.
Void to this day, I still instantly think Faceless. So it's like they're gonna draft Faceless Void last and have him 3.
You know, that that wouldn't be a bad pick right now for Dire Team.
Yeah,
Honka.
mid. Alright.
You know what? That's actually pretty good.
I like
Yeah.
that play into the arena.
Mars into
good.
boat with the Torrent. God forbid if he gets the Torrent Storm. But X marks a spot on top of Mars's spear, too. Hell, they could get away with it on just about any of them for that. And
Viper?
Viper.
That is
Vip-
not a pause 1 hero, so we got.
Well, you know what, actually? Viper and Void Spirit could be really gross with their combined magic damage, and the Pudge even could appreciate it.
Potentially.
Looks like we got yeah, Luth was their pause 1 last round, so he's definitely. I mean, not like that was a in big contention there. I couldn't really tell very cleanly if PVC Pipe was playing 3 or 4. I think he was 4, so it might be Axe 4, or you might be seeing him play a different position
roles.
today.
Their 1 is on Pudge, so I don't think that's a 1 Pudge. Maybe. Could be.
Yeah, I guess theoretically, you know. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be Rosh Ryders team comp is really hard to read at this moment. It's hard to see where they're gonna be going and what they're gonna be building. I think a lot of it is based on that. I think if I have to give the edges here, I think the later this goes, the bigger advantage that that Rosh Ryders is gonna have, because
Maybe.
PA works to a point. The problem with PA is that, well, PA does great in that, you know, 35 to 50 minute range. Maybe even 35 to 40, I would say, like 25 to 40, if I'm being generous. She works great in that range, but there's a lot of answers to her that could potentially be, I like how the doll podge even has, like, doll flies.
Yeah.
There's a lot of potential answers to PA that are on the map, and the same really cannot be said for the late game cores on the Radiant. There's not a lot of good answers to Void Spirit in particular, basically through the whole game. And by the way, good luck, have fun.
Prepare for battle.
Alright.
Something we didn't do last time because we were waiting for positions, but you know, apparently positions are a thing of the past, so
They're really running pause 1 Pudge.
they could be. A lot of pangs, a lot of pangs. So let's take this down. PVC Pipe, the captain of the Rosh Ryders. He was their pause 4 last game, I think.
Something like that.
Oh no, he said the F word. We're gonna get kicked off of Twitch.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's it.
he was our captain last game. Used to be pause 4. Who knows what he's gonna be playing this time? Hollywood playing Marana. He's a big presence in the server. He's had some experience in this league before, so look out for Hollywood
30 seconds
when
to
he's
battle.
on his upside. I believe Darth Cherrywood. I could be wrong. I think he's fairly new to the scene here.
Potentially.
So shoutouts to him. He's playing Viper, which means he could be somewhere between 1 or 3. I couldn't tell you at this moment. Oh, looks like Dire are engaging here real quick.
It's gonna bother the X a little bit.
Looks like Dire's composition is more or less the
Oh.
same. Uh-oh.
He got the Aether
This is
Remnant.
bad for Dazzle, but they have a lot of ways to make Radiant just walk away. And looks like they're not gonna try it. Well,
Oh, he went for it.
Ooh, that was so close. That was definitely a kill if he got it. That was very sad to see.
Ooh, good Aether Remnant.
Looks like Pudge is going top, so he's 4.
X has a Quelling Blade.
Void.
Typically means he's gonna farm.
Yeah, Void is also coming up here. Peak Pudge gameplay and goodbye Lion.
Wait a minute.
Ron is probably just gonna be roaming here. I'm guessing probably Void Spirits 3. Then
Wood Spirit 3 indeed.
yeah. It's hard to tell what these two are gonna do. definitely 4 and 5 up here, but hard to say more than that. So Ride and Heelys, Escape and Feelies, and Hollywood up here at top. Down here at bot, PVC pipe. It's going to be farming. I believe Heelys was the guy Naga last game. It's just his little lane game.
Naga,
Up top, we have the Dire, the Willow, Twisted Fantasy are in pretty much the same roles. Alexa Jax as the Pause 5. Luth is the Pause 1, currently on PA. You know, Alexa on Dazzle, of course. Mid here, we have Iceman versus Darth Cherrywood. I do not believe this was a matchup last time. Down here, we have Hellscream and...
they got an arrow on the Dazzle. Oh.
Ugh. Once again, Dazzle, skin of his teeth, man. He is really, he's having a very dangerous day, you know?
Yeah.
Absolutely brutal.
He's having that Rocco's Modern Life experience, so,
Still kind of looking around.
apologies if I have miscast you or said your name wrong or anything like that. I'm still new to the league. Please forgive me. Anyway.
Solo down bot. He's definitely putting a bit of pressure on Mars here using his W. It's pretty good. Battle Hunger is really underappreciated, I find, in a lot of games, and frankly, not given the respect it deserves when it comes to the sheer amount of damage it can do.
TP out.
Oh!
No, doesn't quite make it. First blood.
Ouch.
That was within frames. That was really close to disaster.
Mars is getting harassed to hell and back with that Battle Hunger. It is doing enough to keep him on the run. Look at this.
A lot of damage.
Yeah.
He does not want to stick around. If he stays in range for that to come off cooldown again, he's going to die.
Yep, he's back in 7. Lion also gets to burn. Yep. It's very interesting lane comps down here. It's very sort of like late Dota 1 era style with a sort of more unorthodox
god,
combos.
the counter helix.
Yeah, that counter helix is doing mad damage to the guy. Axe notably is also rushing up a Vanguard quick, which is going to make him really tough to deal with.
Oh, Hellscream taking another Battle Hunger to the face. It's going to be another third of his health bar gone.
It looks like we have some fun here.
The arrow
got
in the PA.
Oh, Dazzle's dead.
Be the one to pay for it.
Wow,
still in
that
trouble.
was...
Uh-oh.
Oh, good hook.
He's dead.
That's enough.
Goes down to a split kill, unfortunately, for Radiant. But boy, that's a pair of big hits.
Nasty little tri-lane to deal with here.
Luth was doing big work in the last game, so seeing him being a priority target for the Radiant, they are really thinking about getting rid of him really quick.
Insta arrow onto the TP.
Yep.
They are diving this tower.
The Dire are bringing in friends for this, so.
This
Lion
is such
here.
a nasty tri-lane. They actually have 3 great sources of CC here.
Luka took an acid bath in mid lane against Viper, almost ate his life for it.
What's for it?
Still having a fight here. It's a long fight. Oh, Lion. Oh.
What the hook?
Oh no! PA!
Oh,
PA's
boy.
a first to die. Not worth it for the Dire there.
Boy, Spirit's in a bit of trouble here. Lion's almost got his Q up. This is it. He's gonna take it.
Yep.
Oh,
Come on, dude.
oh,
Look
the
at
wand! Yes!
That's
well done.
Oh,
Yep. Nice.
Very
Wow.
well done.
Moon. Man, you're crazy. You're the right kind of crazy, man. Wow.
That is a prime example of using everything at your disposal to survive.
Yeah, he was desperate to stay alive, and it worked out for him. That was...
Very
Ooh,
violent
Lion's a little
confidence
hungry.
there.
Going for a moderate on Mirage, who's going to jump over the wall if she's gone.
Yep, boy. The Rosh Ryders are taking a completely different strategy here, and I definitely approve of that. They recognize the first game, this didn't work out. You know, we were doing okay to a degree, but we started falling off the wagon. We kept it in, but we lost it towards the end. But this time, they're saying, nope, if they're going to do this, we're going to change the rules.
3 nuke tri-lane at him. I like it.
We're going to change the rules. 3 nuke off tri-lane, by the way, as well. They're specifically...
Void Spirit's in a bit of trouble.
He's going to be fine, brother. Dazzle is the
God,
one who's in
Dazzle.
trouble now.
Boy.
And Luth really wants to, I bet, come in, do something more here, but he just can't. Void Spirit gets to walk away clean for that. Now there is something to be said that one of the big ingredients in making this, I should bring that last hits up. One of the big ingredients in making this aggressive tri-lane up here work is going to be making sure that Loof gets as little farm, gets as little levels, gets as little fun as possible here.
Yeah.
Speaking of as little fun as possible,
Oh,
Conker's pulled ahead of Viper briefly, getting a significant advantage in mid for a little bit here. Managed to hit 6 before the Viper did.
It's interesting. Viper is with them now, though. So there is that. Viper at 6.
Dazzle just can't exist in this lane. They're super targeting him.
I will say this much. They are kind of... I think they might be over-focusing Dazzle here to a degree. It's starting to get to the point where every moment spent beating up Dazzle is a moment not beating up PA, you know? It's starting to turn into that.
Actually, I mean, she hasn't gotten any CS in the last couple minutes, and she's died twice in lane, so
That's true.
I think there's enough pressure on her.
It's all about
kind of
maintaining
okay
it.
that they're taking these easy kills.
They've definitely been good about putting the pressure on. It's maintaining it at this point.
Yeah.
Of course, it remains to be seen if they're going to...
Trouble mid! Conker gave up on it!
Oh,
No, he sure didn't.
Oh! He got
Look on the
greedy.
PA at top.
Viper got greedy. Washed up, flushed down the drain. Tragic.
Yeah, that was not great. You know, Kunkka has been level in that Tiebringer, and I guess Viper probably just didn't estimate it.
Grossly underestimated it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dazzle somehow,
Ooh,
I don't know how
speaking of
PA gets done.
underestimating. Ooh,
Uh-oh.
creep body blocked that hook for him.
Mars
Oh.
is here with the arena if he wants it.
Oh, this got a little
Fudge is
saucy.
in
Here we
trouble.
go.
Fudge
Oh,
is
wait,
in
he
trouble.
might be
What do we get
fine.
here? Oh no!
Oh
The
boy.
spear missed!
Pudge is
That's a
waiting
shame.
for it.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh no, the arrow missed too! Oh, but she still goes down first. Good, good, good on the Radiant's part.
Top tower is under attack.
They want to stay in the game here. That is the exact sort of thing they want to have happen to them.
Just jump up the cliff.
Are they going to get her? It still remains to be seen. Iceman goes down again. Or actually goes down for the first time at mid. And Mirana's out of there. They didn't get Mirana for that. Woo.
Oh.
They're taking casualties and not really seeing much for it. PA has said, why the hell am I living with this existence? Is traded with Mars and is now offlane.
Yeah.
You have almost a League of Legends style lane down here of just the top carry versus the top carry. Oh, here's Lion. Lion just melted, dude. This Pudge and this Void Spirit combo is crazy. It is going
Working out.
mad for them. Dire needs to change game plans when dealing with those guys and fast. It's hard to say, you know. Let's say theoretically, Randy, if you're in this game and you're facing this issue, what do you do? If you're, you know, any of these guys, I think sending Luth here was a start, certainly.
Yeah, you just play keep away, really.
It occurs to me, just take a look at Pudge over here at top lane, right?
Right.
He's only got a Vanguard, 2 Rings of Protection, and a Magic Stick, actually, a Crawling Blade. And he is doing really good for farm right now. He is just taking advantage of his obesity to his advantage.
Yeah, he's not doing great for those last hits, but you look at the net worth, it's a totally different story.
Might be in
Actually, he might be in... Yeah, he's being pursued pretty grossly.
they rotated 3 over to the PA to kill her in the meantime.
Yeah.
He can't TP, he's on cooldown.
Fudge is dead. Probably.
He's really wasting their time here.
Yeah, they are.
Oh no, he is buying a lot of
£1,000
time.
Yeah.
Sadly, Viper lies a bit too late to do anything.
Yeah.
Actually, this
Killer
is
is-
this is something I was going to bring up. Dire has a habit of not remembering to carry TP scrolls or using them at a great time.
You can kind of see that in general. Void's also missing his right now, but I mean, I think he just TP's. It's not that bad.
The PA kill is big.
You're just taking a casual look. 3 of 5 have them on Radiant.
Dire are scanning.
5 of 5 actually have them on Dire. So it's actually the opposite right now. What? You're really going on Viper here.
They want him. They'll get him.
They got him, yeah.
Tower is under attack.
That's second net worth on Radiant, so taking that spill to PA, that just gave her a lot of money. And Axe is kind of out of, well, they don't want to...
Axe steps in to get a few hits in, but I don't think it's going to be enough to do any real damage.
Yeah, it's kind of a bluff on Axe's part. He didn't really have enough to follow up on it, but Dire were not really willing to counter it. They were not really willing to call that bluff.
PA just gonna find farm wherever she can at this point. Because they've already
Oh
proven that
no,
they
missing
will.
combo on Void Spirit. Oh, Mars is
Oh,
dead. Void
God.
is also dead though.
So
Oh,
What I
that
was
is
saying
just sad.
they've proven that they will rotate people to pressure the PA more. Because
Dire's bottom
she was
tower
just
is
casually
under
farming
attack.
bot lane, and suddenly 3 heroes were on her.
Right. I think there's two schools of thought you could do here. One is just play Fly Protect 1 on PA, which appears to be what
Oh.
they're doing. The other is just go to the jungle and try to
Oof.
stay out of the way. Viper is
Viper is
in
gonna
danger
eat this.
again.
They got the Conquer combo off on them.
Oh, right to the creep.
Lion got assassinated by a catapult. Very
Oh.
sad. Got a
Remember.
Kunkka here. Got Kunkka, but they're kind of, you know, they're chasing two rabbits. Radiant can't figure out who they need to hit. Pudge hooks nobody.
Oh, stick torrent.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Wide load is on its way out, and no one's gonna stop him.
Oh no, they're
He's dead.
definitely
he has X
thinking
in 1
about it.
second.
Oh nope, Axe is coming in. Axe is putting a stop to it. Oh, that was
It's a
big.
little
That
too
was
risky with the X there.
I think that was a crisis of confidence on Radiant's part there. I think they just had a moment where they were just going, what do I do? What do I do? I'm in trouble. And they started losing it there. Axe is looking at PA farming. She ain't got any
He's
creeps
gonna
or
just
friends
all
a
this.
long way. She is
Oh boy,
long way right from home here. She has a
Good
pig
evasion.
pole though.
good evasion luck there.
Nope, she's fine. She is totally
Believe
out of
she-
there.
I believe she evaded
Radiant's
every
bottom
auto
tower
attack
is
there.
under
It's
attack.
pretty good.
It was very
Thank
lucky
you,
on
Ice
her
Frog.
part. Thank you, Ice Frog. You've done us a great service here. Allies are disappearing. We got
Yep,
Radiant, who
indeed.
is hungry. They are desperately. They think Luth is here. They think Luth has gone to the jungle, but he
Yeah, they
is
do.
in. He is in a jungle, all right, just a different
Dire's
jungle.
top tower is
Positioned
under
himself.
attack.
Very well.
Yeah, he figured where this is going, I
Dire's
guess.
structures are fortified.
Fairy Trinket for the Radiant. Fairy Trinket actually has a lot to do here. They could put that on a couple of people and do a lot of damage with it, particularly Viper.
Dire's top tower is
Right.
under attack.
Nobody's sitting in mid trying to contest Kunkka's farm. Well, he's got that double damage. They do not want to deal with double damage Tidebringer.
Nope. Dire's just going to the play from the first game once again, just
Oh.
putting the Spurs to bot.
Kunkka sees that axe in mid, and he's thinking to himself, he's like, can I take that?
He's keeping bot lane. They
Yeah.
have the Mars underneath the tower. He's
Mars
gonna
is
melt.
totally dead.
Wow.
They're looking for more. They're not going to get it. Dire immediately just pulled the hell out the second things started going wrong.
We got a bit of an impromptu push and gank here at bottom. I don't think they're going to be able to keep the line alive.
Nope, Lion
gone.
is just eating it.
Ooh.
Ah,
Yep. Through the grave.
the grave.
Oh, the long distance
oh
arrow!
my
Oh
god.
my
For
god.
minimum. Holy hell, that was a nice shot.
Good shot, Hollywood. Good shot, buddy. Holy crap.
It was indeed not luck, but skill.
Jesus.
They have Luth here as well. Oh boy.
PA is
Oh,
not
dear.
going to get away from this one unscathed.
Ah. Fire cell at the bot lane.
This is really the you recall what I was saying in the time between the games, you know. Don't count Rosh Ryders out. They're sure showing it here. They are showing they ain't a meme team, brother. They ain't here to laugh. They ain't here to go ha. They're here to fight. They're here to win, and this is going great for them so far.
It is.
You think
They have
maybe
so much pressure on the PA right now. She has no space.
think maybe Dire underestimated them a bit coming into the second match?
Yeah, it could be.
Oh, Axe is not Axe. Oh, big
Yeah,
arena here.
yeah.
Got Pudge and Marana. Marana's hitting
Ooh.
that ult, but doesn't matter. Sentry's right there, but they have so much to find the arena with that it ends up
Oh.
Dazzle dies, not anybody on Radiant there.
Yeah.
Pudge eats a
They
hook.
want
or
That
Pudge eats a
pudge.
pig,
They
doesn't nothing.
want that pudge.
Oh, PA's
The
here.
arrow.
P's not gonna
The
get the
arrow
kill.
hit the
Oh
man,
no,
another long
P's
distance
gonna
arrow.
Out scot free, but
Arrow.
it's gonna be the PA's life for it.
PA. That was the arrow. That was another long distance arrow.
Luth be like, I don't believe this. This is turning from bad start to crisis really quick for the Dire. They need to flip this playbook around. They need to say, you know, what are we doing here? How are we turning this around really quick? If they don't, they could easily crumble here.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't think there's an elimination in this tournament going 1-1. But,
No, it's a group.
yeah. Oh man, this is big for Radiant, dude. This is like, once again, keep in mind, this is the second highest rated team in this tournament. These guys are not a bunch of little small potatoes jabronis or anything like that. You know, these guys are big bad boys here, and they had that great first game. So the fact that they're pulling off this sort of performance against a team of that standard, a team that's working together like clockwork, is a great sign for Rosh Ryders so far, especially as a
top lane here.
If I'm a betting man, and this is not a betting league for the first time, if I'm a betting man and I bet on Rosh Ryders as a dark horse pick, even though they were at that bottom, you know, I would be pretty pleased with myself.
Oh, Conker caught wind of Rana's actions. She might eat it.
Yep.
Oh,
the arena!
Oh man, the arena.
tried.
Here comes a ship right on Viper's head. I think that could have been aimed a bit better actually, but it's still got the man he was looking for. But Mars goes down for it. Axe is in so much trouble here.
Sick arena, dude.
He's going down too.
Lion's gonna eat a bit of retribution for that one, but it is now 2 versus 3, and they are very much unwilling to cease. They want this win.
Kunkka is so
Graves.
desperate to keep alive that Graves saves him. Graves saves him. It's 5
Oh,
for
the
3.
crit!
Boy.
Right across the chin. Oh, 3 for 5. It, in my opinion, was not worth the trade.
Outstanding arena.
They actually lost 4. Void Spirit died to something Kunkka did after he was down. I didn't see what exactly.
Earn. He died to earn.
Oh, he might have. Kunkka have Earn?
Potentially, yeah.
He doesn't have Earn.
He
No.
died to...
Kunga died to someone else's earn. Void
Oh,
Spirits.
you're right. I'm an idiot. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, Void
there you
Spirit's
go.
Earn. Good Earn, Void. That was the start of what Dire really needed here. That was, you know, they lost a lot of manpower doing it, but they didn't lose PA, most importantly.
Yep.
They got a lot done for that. It was a good turnaround. It's a good sign that they've come to that realization. They've come to that it's time to turn it around sort of phase in their thinking.
Most notably, PA jumped to 3rd in net worth from that.
Yeah, that was a big change for her. Void Spirit says, let's give it another shot. Excuse me. It's hard to see. You know, they got no vision up there. Could also have been lying, I suppose.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Got the blink out on Mars. It's been there for a couple minutes now, I think.
Apparently, the stream's having some stuttering issues. Apologies for that.
That's a shame.
This should make my life easier.
Seems like some of the other games have been wrapping up, so hello to everybody else who's shown up at this point. Only I could throw cameraman over to one of you guys. Oh, we got an arena here.
Oh boy. Yep. They're
Big
just gonna melt the Viper.
Viper just completely eats it.
Yeah. It's a deadly initiate.
Yeah, they got a lot to drop on your head there in a very short time.
Axe gonna
Yep,
hassle the
putting
PA bit.
putting that battle anchor right on her head. She's casually walking away from it.
Slowing down the pace a little bit,
Yep.
which is what Dire wants probably.
Yeah, right now, Dire probably doesn't have the super long game, but they definitely want to take this time to pause, take a breath, reconsider their objectives here. They found a Void Spirit here, just kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Simulate.
They're
Ooh, he's gonna get
pulling
away.
out. X potentially may not be so lucky. No, nobody's carrying
fine.
dust on Dire.
Yeah, they don't have the detection necessary.
I'm going to try and, as fast as possible, do something to help the stream.
And I'll let you know if you missed anything.
Alright.
But yeah, definitely
Oh,
the
Sorry
breakneck
about that,
pace.
folks.
The breakneck pace of this game early was not favoring Dire, and they've significantly slowed it down.
Yeah, they're, well,
They will
PA's
catch
been
the
cut
PA
out.
here. Doesn't do much damage to her. Oh, Arena.
Big
They're
Arena.
just gonna nuke down the exit
Down in
immediately.
record time, and Pudge, they don't even care.
Yeah, they want nothing to do with Pudge. They're not eager
Oh,
to.
Ooh!
Hook back.
Lion's in danger, but Axe isn't around to punish it, so Dazzle's in a prime position to flip this fight on its ass.
I'm going to be making a public apology here. I do not believe I'm going to be able to do anything about the stream in this game. Do not worry, though, next time we do a game, which we are going to be probably doing some of the games we missed today in the coming days, this problem should not exist, so it may look like crap.
Yeah.
So,
Happens.
yeah.
This is but a temporary setback.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm
Dire's
also going to
top
do something
tower
risky
is
and
under
stop the live playback that I was doing on the side, so maybe that'll improve things a little bit. You know, we're just doing damage control here, folks. The good news is that the people on YouTube are not going to be dealing with this issue because the recording I'm doing is separate,
This is
courtesy
true.
of OBS. So that upload is going to be a-okay. So if you can't bear to watch this right now, at the very least you'll be able to see it soon.
They're gonna drop the combo right on Pudge's head.
Yeah, they just want him dead. Look how tanky he is.
He is very tanky, yeah.
Oh, they saw the Mirana arrow coming.
Yep.
Yeah, that was
Put him down.
yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I believe
What's
it's
that
going
Axe
to
follow
learn that
up
it
on?
is not worth dropping their whole team just to save Pudge at this rate.
Yeah. They can't afford to be leaking people here.
I mean, he is the top net worth on the team.
That's true, but if they're going to take the top net worth, and you can't do anything to stop it, best not to give them anything more.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true. The initiate on Dire is just way too deadly.
Got a little bit of downtime here. This whole thing up. Well, no, that downtime is over
Oh,
quickly. Dyer's
yeah.
trying to push here. They are finding a lot more response than maybe they expected. A lot of stuff goes down on Mars. Arrow just barely whiffing by.
Oh,
Mars is down. Record time as well.
Yeah, he
Holy
is.
moly. Oh, Lion's going to follow too. Ooh.
yep, double kill from Rana.
Oh,
Dazzle
Definitely
is
needed
caught out and
this
he's
later,
dead.
too. Yeah. He gone. Axe about to pick up a shard.
Radiant
Well.
had a few missteps there, but they are back in control, looks like. That was a big series of kills. So notably, one person they did not get was
Yeah,
Luth,
they
who is still occupying their own jungle. More or less undetected. They have definitely
Right.
picked him up, but
Don't seem all that concerned at the moment.
right. I mean, it's not a hard call for them to get this tower. I would certainly be doing it if I were them.
Although, Luth is creeping towards top net worth in the server, so
They're
it's a
trying to
bit-
get picks on defenders here, but
bit disconcerting. They have the Mars. Good Aether.
he's really shown for this
Ooh.
the way they want to. Got Kunkka, but
he's
just
got
immediately
double
got-
damage. They need to be really careful with that.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Luth pops out briefly to try and stop it.
Oh,
Oh.
dismember.
Biggest member
Oh,
on Mars, but equally big shallow grave. Viper drops ult on him,
Good.
trying to make sure he's
not
dead.
enough. Lion gets it too, and oh my god, they got Kunk in a tornado. Here we go.
He's
Another
visible. He's in hell. Nightmare for Kunkka. He had to pop BKB for this. I believe that's his 9-second BKB. Yeah, that was.
Woodsford actually hitting every single Aether Remnant right now. It's crazy.
Kunkka living by combination virtue of Dazzle's effort and his own ult. Wow, that was close.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Jeez. Still, that's got to be harrowing for Dire.
Make my life easier.
They really, they were in a very good position to defend there, but they
Dire's top
still
tower is under
ended
attack.
up taking a lot of casualties.
Top of net worth. Phantom
Dire's
Assassin.
top tower has fallen.
Yep.
So it is giving her a little more space than she had in the first 20 minutes of the game.
Right.
Although they will smoke. They're going straight towards where they believe PA to be, I think.
Yeah.
Dire are
Got
scanning.
caught in it though.
Yeah.
No, they're coming. Dire not
Hud
giving them fight.
going in like a goddamn action hero, but they're not going to find anybody. Just
Yep.
slightly outside of each other's vision, like ships passing in the night.
Yep.
2 ships passing the night, as they say.
Right. And he'll just TP top, farm there.
Yep.
Baited all that response, and then found space on the other end of the map.
So we're casually standing here. Let's take a minute to sort of analyze what's the strats here. What's the strat for Dire? What's the strat for Radiant? How we win in this
They
game,
need
boys.
they need to re-exert the pressure on PA, the Radiant,
Definitely.
because she has
Radiant's top tower is under
essentially
attack.
created space for herself in these last few encounters. Like, she
Oh.
pretty much solo up.
Got a huge fight here. Every
Lion
all going
once
out
again.
at the same time.
Ooh, Dazzle, Mars, and Lion down in the blink of an eye, and Kunkka has nothing to do with this. He is out of here.
Oh, he
the
ain't,
Yule
getting, he ain't
setup.
going anywhere.
This is
No, he is
curtains.
not.
That
PA
was-
could not be pressed for comment at this time.
It's good that PA is getting that farm, but it's going to be hard
Bad that
to
her team is getting slaughtered.
yeah, it's going to be hard for her to make much of that. In the case that every fight
Dire's
sort of
middle
turns
tower is
into
under attack.
you know, PA being the sole like survivor and source of damage while everybody around her gets just completely annihilated.
She's very close to her Desolator. She has been sitting on that BKB 9-second charge. She very desperately wants to use it, but she is
Dire's
biding her
fortified.
time.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Needs the right fight, because if she dies, it
Right.
could be very damaging.
Yeah, it could genuinely be with how eager Dire had been. If it's the right
Dire's middle
encounters,
tower
if it's the
has
right
fallen.
situation for it, it could easily be
Viper and
Dire's
Axe.
bottom
that
tower is
Oh,
under attack.
very close to her. Oh, they'll just pass each other.
yep, have nothing to do with this. Both teams really looking at each other. Radiant is hungry. Miss the hook, miss the arrow. Dire saying, nope, you're fighting us in our triangle if you're fighting us at all. PA is here with them. Radiant don't want to
is.
call that bluff.
D-ward as well.
Kunkka finished up at Silver Edge. Pudge has a blink dagger. It's gonna help,
He had Desolator finish.
yeah.
She's gonna want to fight with this.
If she does not choose to fight in this next one and they end up losing, that might just be it. She needs her team to back her up while she goes on this inevitable rampage. She cannot reveal yet that she has that Desolator, or they are not
Okay.
going to try and engage on this.
Uh-oh.
Big power spike.
Oh, Axis barely misses PA!
Oh,
Really,
man.
this is PA. Here comes the arena. Big arena. Everybody inside, more or less, except Viper and Mirana. Mirana jumps in. Both coming in.
He's just gonna melt. Ultra
Oh,
kill from
no.
Pudge with the Axe right.
Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. That is
They're
horrific.
looking for Kunkka, but he's not even home right now.
Yep.
Yeah, he's out of here.
He is
Home
not
is
falling
not
for that one.
safe. You like that Eggs Rot? It's pretty good.
Dire's middle
Yeah,
tower is under
that was
attack.
miserable. They all just ate it there. Iceman takes out Murano, who just stuck around to try and fish for it. Looks like Radiant don't want to push in with Kunkka up. They're afraid of what he's gonna do to him, I guess.
Pretty afraid of this Kunkka, yeah. They'll
Dire's middle
poke,
tower
at
is under
least.
attack.
They're just going down. Most of Dire's back up though. Their respawns are not terribly long
Yeah.
at this point.
Oh, X.
Viper's probably gonna.
smart him.
No, they're still thinking the enemy team's here. Well, Lion's brave. He's going out.
Yeah.
I think
That
they
should
realized
die.
at this point this is just a pick.
Yep.
Pick they get.
Viper goes down unceremoniously.
Yep.
Two games, two ultra kills. At least there's
Yeah,
that.
sure is. Last time the ultra kill led to a victory. Let's see if it's quite the same this time.
Oh, Arena.
Axe in the arena. He tries to ult in it. But
Oh,
no
boy.
such luck.
Oh.
Pudge is here. Uh-oh. Not only does Pudge die, he dies to PA. That is really bad. He's a top net worth in the server.
Yep.
My Pudge griefing, says Axe. My Pudge griefing! Darn, now just gonna eat Roche for dinner.
Free Rosh. This Void Spirit wants to do something.
Yeah,
Well,
everybody wants to do
like-
something about it, but
Get a bashful step in. Oh!
nope.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
No
that's a
steal.
That's a shame.
Not only
Even
did he...
if they stole the Aegis, that was not the play to make. Ooh, ooh.
Well, welcome back, Hollywood.
Oh,
And
God.
goodbye.
It's the turn.
Kunkka is doing really well for himself here. He is really showing his stuff here, so shoutouts to Iceman.
Very responsive with his X's when they matter.
Radiant's middle tower
Gonna
is
heal up.
under attack.
Come back.
Radiant's
Help with the
structures
push.
are fortified.
PA getting that Desolator leading up into that Rosh attempt. That might just spell the end for Radiant here. They're all about to respawn,
Viper's
but,
caught. Oh, I think
oh,
That
okay.
was his 9-second, I believe.
Yep.
Oh no, that was his 8 actually.
No, that was 8 seconds.
X wants this. He is not taking no for an answer.
He's got it too.
Two
Both
in the,
coming
he's got
in,
two
but-
in the cone. Oh, here comes PA with the BKB.
Oh, my God. PA does obscene damage.
Oh, she got caught.
Not obscene enough, it seems.
Yep.
They need to kill Kunkka now. Good. Okay. Here's where the Willow clinches. Is she gonna turn this around with a bunch of crits, or is she gonna actually manage to die? Oh.
She's dead. That's worrying.
Ooh.
She's dead. She does not have buyback.
I don't think they're in a position to push, but it's certainly worrying that that can happen.
Yeah.
And Void Spirit's also working on the Egg Scepter, which is very good on this hero.
This is looking a little grim for Dire. It feels like even with all PA had, it still wasn't just quite enough, and Pudge is
Oh.
really wanting to make something out of this. He's putting the smoke on these towers up here.
Dire's
Oh,
top
yeah.
tower
Go
is
for
gonna
top
poke.
instead of the much lower mid for some reason.
Just gonna. Oh boy.
Got dazzled.
Oh, there we
and
go.
Mars
There's
in
a
the
real.
arena.
Mars
More of,
barely
Dire.
getting away, but the rod distance is about enough. Oh my goodness, he's so close to dead.
Oh,
He
boy.
is
Oh.
dead.
That
Shock
rot
raise
radius
is not
is tremendous.
Yeah, that Axe Rod is doing so much work in this game. It's actually ridiculous.
Yeah, it was definitely a big purchase on Pudge's part. They got some buys and have glyphed. Got some pressure here, both on mid and top. Dire's gonna be hard pressed to defend this properly.
And she's gonna fall.
Kunkka desperately.
Tower will
No,
lose.
tower is falling.
Team
Yeah,
is
how do
very
you
much
like that?
using the power of the attack pattern brown note to their advantage.
Tower is under attack.
Thinking about a fight here, maybe. No arena to play with, but
Yep. I would not necessarily take this as if I was Dire. I think I just let him walk.
right.
If I just finished an AC, oh my god.
Wow, it's a beefy Pudge build, huh?
That is a big boy. Let's check out the cumulative on that. He's got Eternal Shroud, he's got Assault Cuirass, and he's got a Vanguard.
He's got nearly 5k HP with about 70% physical and 60% magic resistance, with a bit of 12% status and even 20% evasion on top. He is very hard to kill.
Sure is.
He's just making himself a presence on this map, too.
Everybody has to look at Pudge, dude. Everybody must focus the Pudge, or they'll just be focused down. It's a very Tao of Pus 3 sort of build here. You know, you must focus Pudge, but he's the last guy you want to focus on.
Yep.
Creating a little contradiction. Building BKB just to really put one last one on him. Just basically say no.
Size
Oh,
Rot
no,
AoE, you can't even, with the size of that Rot AoE, you can't even reliably just get rid of him in a teamfight by using him repeatedly or anything. That Rot just does damage through it. He needs to be taken out and be, well, frankly, he needs to be removed from the equation, one way or another.
And they got the big tier 2 kill, so now they can literally just mega the next opportunity they get.
We got a call in the commentary. Sorry, I'm not being able to check chat much. Call in the commentary. PA should have gone for Satanic instead of Basher here. To be honest with you, I don't know if she was going to be able to get it. She's just not going to be able to 1v5 this game. I just don't think. So trying to build for 1v5 is just not going to be the way to go here. Pudge is getting knocked all around, but it doesn't matter. He got what he wanted. That mid T3.
They're
Yeah,
taking
1, 2, 3
objectives
left.
so well right now, actually. They don't overextend, and they take so much control away from the Dire with these tower picks.
I'd just like to point out once again, this team that is doing this, that is making these plays, is the bottom-rated team in this league. I think that, you know, it could
Quality of the
show
league.
it could show the quality of the league. It could show that sometimes maybe looks can be deceiving on that rating level. But once again, I'd just like to say, oh, we got down here Timeless Relic. Oh, that's nasty. You got a nasty item for a lot of people. Again, I don't think this is actually over for the Dire. I think Dire still actually has potential ability to come back here. It's going to be a long, hard route, but casually
He's gonna
let
get
a
the rest
Raxfall, though. Oh, that's not good.
Ooh, Lion barely dodges an arrow from Murata.
Okay, the X, he's got it on the Pudge. It's a big target if they can get him.
It's a big target, but he's got that Eternal Shroud. He basically just eats all the damage, and now he's got
Very
Mars.
tanky.
This is dieback for Mars.
He is already dead. He is a
Yeah,
dead
voice
man
voice.
walking.
Axe is here, gets him. Doesn't get the second calling blade on the Dazzle. It's completely
Buyback
He
unnecessary.
is
on
hitting
Dazzle.
the backlines.
Oh no, he's already dead too!
Oh no, he's got that, well, nope. That's, yep,
He is
another
hitting the
death.
backlines though. Oh boy.
They've kind of acknowledged what's going on here now. They are really desperately trying
But just
to
putting a
make
stop to
absolute
that.
sure. PA goes down. They are so desperate for this. Dazzle is body blocking for PA. Oh, she
Taking the hook.
barely gets away. Oh no, the hook! The hook! He
Oh,
got
boy.
killed in the fountain. He's brought back though. He wants a free kill on Pudge. He
Oh.
gets him.
Oh boy.
That's a lot of gold.
That is
And
a
that
lot
was
of gold.
split.
Axe is probably dead too.
They did overextend here, so it's a caster's curse.
Axe is trying his best not to die, but it is not enough.
Is under attack.
Gonna get X, he's gone.
Oh,
Oh.
barely misses that.
No,
Axe is
doesn't matter.
surprisingly fast, but
Nature's
oh
way.
boy, that was a big crazy fight. See that gold? Oh yeah, everybody's getting gold in a fight like that. But 2K for Dire. Though Dire did have to do one. Did have to make one big sacrifice to make that happen. They had to buy back on PA, and it really comes down to this now. That's it for PA. This is her last life. If she dies, I think that is it.
They're
Unless-
picking out the Roche bit.
Yep. Unless the creep equilibrium is absolutely terrible, or something just goes horribly wrong somewhere or another. If PA dies again, that's the ball game. That's just
Yeah.
period for the dire resistance here.
It was a big buyback, yeah.
Radiant are scanning.
Axe does not
He's
believe
very
in mid
unhappy
lane.
with this. Yeah.
We've got a lot of people calling compliments to the Pudge here. You know,
Yeah.
it's hard to disagree. Last game,
Pretty good.
Pudge got really countered, and now it's kind of looking like it's a damn good thing he did, because this Pudge can do a lot of work when he's not just completely like shut down, basically.
It's a different player on
Oh
Pudge,
yeah, it
but
is a
yeah.
different player actually. Never
It's,
mind. Sorry, PVC pipe. I kind of unintentionally buried you there.
He's doing alright here, too.
Yeah, PVC pipe is certainly doing fine.
Yeah, his Axe gameplay is very, very admirable. He's going in for kills when he needs to. He's not afraid to jump in just to try and secure the kill. He has a good sense of self-preservation, but I have to say, it really does hinge on him whether or not this Dazzle stays a threat
Actually-
or an inconvenience.
Radiant's gonna take the Rosh pit here.
Yeah, so if they can
Alright.
get away with it, it's hard to disagree.
Yeah,
they get
I
two
think they
lives.
will be able to.
Yeah,
It's a very
Roche
quick
is dying
Rosh.
instantly.
Alright.
They got the
Take
Egg
it.
Shroud on the ground.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Pudge is really thinking over getting this shard.
I really do believe Pudge is the
Nice.
choice here.
And ultimately
Yeah.
picks it up.
Might
Well,
just,
not
leave
using
for
it,
someone
but
else.
yeah.
The only other
Honestly, out
person
of
on his team that
everyone
doesn't
here
have
on
shard
this
is
team-
Marana.
Well, that does give Mirana an attack stir, and she does have Sacred Arrow. That could be big for her.
Right, yeah, Marana has definitely shown that she's no stranger to dropping arrows on people, and she's also not afraid to get her hands dirty either. It's a
Ooh,
rare
Trickster
combination.
Cloak.
Void Spirit also doesn't have.
Trickster Cloak is a very, very unique item for Axe to take. If I'm not mistaken, that illusion can also proc counter helixes.
Oh no, that's
I think
not what it
can.
does anymore. It's a cloak. Like just invis.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Invis and resistance.
Oh no, I'm
it's
done. Never mind. I
Illusionist
was thinking of Illusionist Cave. Whatever.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Top barracks
Once again, Radiant just casually walking up to Rax. Everybody is alive. Mars tries to make a response, but he's
Oh,
the
Pudge
wrong
is
guy to be
gonna
doing it,
eat
especially
him.
alone.
Ooh.
PA again is looking for the back line here.
Yeah,
But
this time they're
Pudge
all
didn't have
turning
any
for
of
her,
that.
though. That's it!
PA has been
Oh,
reduced
boy.
to atoms.
120
Yep.
seconds.
120 seconds for PA's back.
top barracks.
They're
That
calling
is a-
GG. It's hard to argue.
that is
All
a
right, boys.
formidable Pudge.
What a turnaround. What a dream-like turnaround for the Rosh Ryders. That was huge.
All
that
right,
was
that
huge.
is 1-1 so far.
This is best of two, so
Tie.
that's it.
Yeah. It's a tie.
Here we go.
Alrighty then. Well, boys, that was quite a series, don't you think?
Formidable Pudge.
Yeah, that Pudge
Like I
is
said.
one crazy dude, and again in the right way. That definitely two very flashy games. These are definitely two fun teams to watch. If you're casually spectating this sort of series after the fact or what have you, definitely look for these guys. These guys are quite interesting teams here. I definitely had to give a shout out to PVC Pipe because I'm going to assume it was Hemi as the captain. The decision to change the strategy, to flip the rules, to even play different positions in the second round, that was great. That is strong leadership, and I'm not just saying that because he's an admin in the server or anything, but you know. Yeah, PVC Pipe did a really good job turning this around for his team there. After the
If it was captaining, great. If it was extortion, also great.
yeah. The decision to turn things around, the way they carried out the second game, it really, you could tell, Willow Twisted Fantasy, they were completely taken aback by it. They had no idea what to do about it, what they should do about it, and they really never made it seemed like a completely adequate game plan until it was too late. And I tell you why they didn't, alright? It's like Kunkka's doofy haircut. He looks like a Fallout 4 character. Get out of here, Kunkka. Gonna make you turn around in shame. Face away from the camera. Now, so here's the analysis, right? The two big things I'm going to say here, right? I'm gonna give each team 1 thumbs up. I'm gonna give each team 1 thumbs down. Gonna have your little the nice, and you're gonna have the criticism, right? So, Rosh Ryders, let's start with you because you're the winners this round, right? Strong leadership and strong execution of that leadership. I think the role of a captain, especially in a league like this, is really important. Having a game plan and being able to carry out is very important. And in the second round, when it turned into we got to have a plan, we got to come back, you guys did great. I know I've been going on and on about that, but it's true. You guys did great. In that second round, you guys did great. The downside is I feel like you guys fall apart easily when the plan doesn't come together. In the first round, you guys got counterpicked pretty heavily by Twisted Fantasies lineup. And because of that, I feel like there were moments where it just kind of turned into, what do we do? And it just kind of turned into a more muddled strategy that was harder to see and harder to see the benefit of, and it didn't pan out. So, the big takeaway from that is I think a big part of that is going to be chemistry. It's going to be interesting seeing these guys moving forward in the tournament, because I think that's the sort of chemistry issue that can be fixed in a fairly short amount of time. Is, the B game plan, the defensive plan. What do you do when it goes wrong, right? They've got a great strategy for the cult of the offensive. They haven't gotten really much to say for themselves as far as defense goes. So, work on that D game, work on that down game, figure it out how to claw back up, because if you guys have a great offensive, when you're on top, you stay on top, you keep on top, you keep turning the screws until they just fall apart. Fantastic. But if you were able to get a strategy, a consistent working game plan for when you're down, then it will be very, very difficult to stop a lineup like this. On the other hand, Twisted Fantasy, right? I'll say the same thing I did after the first game. Twisted Fantasy has great chemistry with each other. Even in the second game, when things weren't going well for them, they still were working really well together.
Their execution really well. Was great.
Right.
Again, the PA picking the backlines every fight was a great idea in concept. It just got countered.
Yeah, partially it got countered. I think partially the pick itself didn't end up giving them much dividends. Pudge just ended up being so tanky in comparison to her that he could really just sit there and eat it.
Yeah, Pudge definitely was used to play to his own advantage, where he was around for enough fights. He started accruing those stacks of flesh heap. He became this literal force of nature, this wall of damage that could just walk at them, and their entire team was not built to... Mars, especially, was not built to deal with that.
Right, let's take a look at Mars's items really quick. Yeah, Mars really doesn't have a lot here. I think maybe one of the big things that Twisted Fantasy could do as far as helping them in situations like this would be to be able to split the farm a little bit more evenly, and especially because look at Mars, he's got 9K. It's not a lot of money. Split the farm a little bit more evenly, and itemize, I think, a bit better on some of these characters. Like, one big thing in this game, one thing that would have done them a load of good, especially having it early, would have been an early pipe of insight on a Mars, or if necessary, I suppose you could up it on like Lion or Dazzle, although they need a little bit more money than that. That would have been able to deal with a lot of that huge magic damage that you were seeing from Axe, from Viper, from the Marana arrows, from the Rot, all that sort of stuff. An early pipe would have done a lot. Building more for tank would have done a lot. I think the big weakness for Twisted Fantasy in a game like this was probably itemization, just item choices. So there you go. Thumbs up for them. Great teamwork. I think they're good in the draft phase. Have a few things to work on, but I think they're overall good in the draft phase, especially for a tournament like this. Remember, this is a Learn Dota 2 league, so if they're pulling this in the Learn Dota 2 league, it's going to be interesting to see these guys a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now doing this, if they choose to keep doing this. Good teamwork, good draft, good chemistry with each other. I think you guys have a lot of upside. I think even though you had a spill here to Rosh Ryders, I think so far of what I've seen, you guys are my favorite to win the tournament. But don't tell anybody else I said that, okay? But
Of the very large
Biased,
sample
you're
size-
biased. Get him out of here.
I'm
Yeah,
a biased announcer. Sorry, everybody. But but the issue is itemization. I think part of it is the sort of like everybody was kind of building a build, right? Everybody seemed to be building a build in this game, and that probably wasn't the way to go. We probably needed a little bit more sort of flexibility here, some more sort of interesting side path sort of picks, path less traveled picks on the items here. So that's my assessment, and I think with that, that's the ball game, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. We are done here. So I'll give you some. Well, actually, before we go here, you two have anything to add to this game?
Not anything in particular. It's just a scary
I
pudge.
have one
What can
thing.
do?
I have one thing. It goes a
Alright.
little bit on Scary Pudge. I feel like after a while, you can really feel that second match, they really learned from each other's playstyles and how they approach a fight. And they actively tried to counter each other, but what it boiled down to was, I really felt like it was just those small, minor priority mistakes in team fights. Those
Right.
imperceptible little split-second decisions that end up shaping a fight. It's hard to really say that that's the contributing factor when it's such an invisible topic. But it really did make a difference when Pudge decided to start going for Ags and his ability to just walk into a fight. And what is Mars expected to do? Just drop ult, let him sit there and do nothing and die? Like,
Right.
it inadvertently ended up countering Dazzle, because Dazzle's a main weakness as a rescue healer is that he can't reliably save more than one person. And with Axe on the field, it's already enough of a chore just to try and do your job.
Right, yeah, Mars, Dazzle, really the bottom three guys on Dire did not have an enviable game this time. They did not have a great job to do in front of them, you know. They they had something that nobody wants to do in Dota. They had to be the guys filling the league, so it's not hard
On
to see
that
why they're
note-
spilling.
And on that note, I feel like it was a really tall order to ask any of them to try and deal with Pudge at that point. I mean,
Right.
it is sort of their fault that Pudge got that ridiculously, well, engorged towards the
Right.
end, let's just say. But I feel like the other half of the problem ended up being not their fault, was that they just didn't have a proper pick on their team to deal with a Pudge of that caliber.
Right.
Pudge is a hard hero to counterpick consistently, because you think, oh, just pick like Lifesteal and it'll be fine against him. Well, even Pudge, even though he gets that much, stacks of flesh heap, gets that big, that he can't be taken down feasibly. Even with Lifestealer, though, he just inevitably will outpace everybody. It's the point of a snowball hero. They can literally take a small little inch of advantage and turn it into an entire 100-yard dash.
Right. That's what I was talking about earlier when I was talking about, do you think they underestimated them? I do think they underestimated Pudge quite a bit here, and that was part
It
of what I
wasn't
was
even
going for, the
a matter of
itemization.
underestimation. It wasn't even underestimating him. I feel like they got bamboozled. They saw the second Pudge pick and they thought it was going to go back to a plastic. No, they were putting him in the front damn seat and they were giving him
Yeah.
the wheel.
Yeah,
Yep.
they underestimated him. They didn't even in playing. I think they kind of just took. I think a lot of people have kind of slept on the Ags for Pudge. I certainly have. This guy showed me good this game, just how much that thing can do. I think maybe they underestimated him, though. That does kind of get into, I think, the itemization and the split of the farm did have a bit to do with it. Still, yeah, I definitely can't blame Willow Twisted Fantasy for this one, though. I think this was definitely Rosh Ryders doing good rather than Willow Twisted Fantasy doing bad, and we've certainly seen what they can do on a good day. So, any closing comments? Any shout-outs you want to make? Shout-outs to our mod, who's got a different name on every website. This time it's B Gigi. Shoutouts to B Gigi. Shoutouts to everybody who showed up today. Shoutouts to the LDL2 Discord server. Final
Shoutouts
comments,
to
you guys?
Pudge Eggs.
Yeah, shoutouts to Pudge Eggs. Any comments to you guys? One sentence.
I already made my one sentence.
Ocelot, one sentence.
I'd like to make a statement here that, frankly speaking, this wasn't even a match I felt was a loss on either side due to either negligence or lack of experience. This was a battle that came down to, specifically speaking, just awareness in the moment.
Right.
Just an attention to detail where it mattered in the exact fight that it did.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to concise it here.
And Rosh Ryders, I think, like I said, it's a success on Rosh Ryders, not a failure on Twisted Fantasy. All right. Well, in lieu of having Ocelot reword his sentence, I think that's a good time to call it. So, thanks to everybody who showed up tonight. Thanks to everybody who took part in these games and allowed us to cast them. If you or somebody you know would like to join this league and fight in it yourself, registries as stand-in are still open, I believe, and you can always sign up for the next season. Just go to ld2l.gg. To do your sign up. And yeah, that's it for tonight. Good night, everybody.
See ya.
Oh, one more thing. We're gonna be live a couple of times this week doing the other games we missed through this series. So definitely want to check that out if you're around. That'll be mentioned in the server. So until then, I'm Anani. This is Randy. Say goodbye, Randy.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye, Ocelot.
I mean, alright, I don't have to, but goodbye, everybody.
Why do you always have to be like that in front of people? Good night, everybody.